Some bloody leader you are. Couldn't find a Papa 141 signs.
No, I can't remember nothing, but just as
Yeah, that's right. No, we all face it up. Oh, right, we want to do that. All right. Well, let's start that right. Do short
Clearly too much jocularity and laughter.
Don't make us laugh, Joe. I can't move again. One at the back. Moving on. Taking you a step further.
Because the RSM's house is quite unique in its.
Engineers minus education.
Oh dear.
And Alex Travers was a BSM. And Alex Harley was a BK. No.
Yeah.
Because myself, Mandars, Dave Lee, bumped into Paddy, the Travers side of the manager.
How long have you been here? 4
Yeah, too close. Too close.
Dominic, you're looking lost.
Ladies and gents, friend here from the local press wants to do another photo up there. Give a different paper. So we're going to move it around. So we're going to have the line of chairs over here. Let's move some chairs over.
Another paper.
Then we could. Yeah, because you're not that far away, are you?
Stand for grace.
Deputy Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most fantastic reunion. And so many people, it's quite extraordinary to see them here. And it does emphasise, I think, the strength and spirit that existed and exists today in the 6th Regiment. For those who don't know, I was the last commanding officer. My name is Peter Pater. It's quite easy to remember. My wife does it every now and again. Seriously, we do have to acknowledge the fact that this event received was the brainchild of Greenland some years ago, and we're very much indebted to the Greenland family, represented by George and Jan here this evening. Thank you very much. It's not really the time to do anything really serious, but I've just got to say a few words. It's okay. You can do that. But I just have to tell you, it's quite sad for a lot of us that the home of the gunners of Woolwich for over 200 years now going to be vacated, handed over to the Brigade of Guards. So I might say, I'm only doing it because the government are going to pay £50 million to bring it up to the standard that they require. They denied us for many years. You may have seen in the papers, I don't know whether you have, but the main room at Woolwich is the dining room in the officers' mess, and it is the only bit there, it's a very violent building. And there was something in the papers the other day about the chandeliers being moved. Now, when I was there, I was told that when the gunners move out of Woolwich, we can't move anything in that room, including all the pictures, originals, and some copies of the royal family, for example. There's a statue of science there, and also the chandeliers which were given to us by William the Fourth. But I don't really remember that, but I was sure that that's what happened. And somehow or other we're trying to move the chandeliers out of there down to Larkhill. So, if you get a petition round for that,
Just give us a shout, we'll go again.
Okay, not much longer, guys. Not much longer. I'm glad to see everybody's had their name card tonight. I do that find it useful to find out who I am. And I noticed the two of you as well. Reminds me, last night I was running a jazz concert down in where I live in Tills Head, middle sort of the plain, bottom of West Down Camp, I've never been there. And the band there were actually a bit older than me. And they said that last year they said they'd come. This year they said and they arrived. And I said, would they come again next year? And they said, at our age, we don't take advance booking. I told a pretty awful joke last year, and it's going to be pretty bad this year. But I'm including in this. It was graffiti written on a wall. What it said was, my mother made me a homosexual. Underneath it said, if I gave her some wool, would you make me one too?
Your attention and focus in this area for a few minutes. Lou Myers has got something he wishes to do.
Pensioner.
Yeah, one of the pensioners.
Yes, you'll have to wait. I find my legs a bit unsteady these days. While coming over, Brigadier, let me assure you, most certainly the chandeliers accoutrements, and the silver from the gentleman's toilets, which were in the basement of the officers' mess, will be moved. Mr. Deputy Mayor, Councillor Price. On behalf and commanded by the Right Worshipful the Lord Mayor of the City of Westminster, Councillor Toomey, it is my great honour, on behalf of the councillors, executive officers, and citizens of the City of Westminster, to present to you this gift of the coat of arms of our wonderful city, the Premier City of England. And may I say personally, sir, that I hope that what we do this evening will establish great ties of friendship between your town and my city. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. We consider that a great privilege to have received that from the City of Westminster. And quite rightly, as you say, perhaps that will establish wonderful ties of Sweden for us. On behalf of the Borough of Southend on Sea, perhaps I can reciprocate, not perhaps as large as that, but to the people of Southend it means as much. And for those of you who don't know, coat of arms of Southend on Sea shows a monk and a fisherman. Because our motto is per mare per ecclesiam, which is by the church and by the sea. And Lou, if you would take that back on behalf of Southend Borough Council, we'd be absolutely delighted. Thank you very much for the privilege of today.
May I assure you, Mr. Mayor, that this will go in line along the Mayor's parlour is an extremely long passage. The Lord Mayor sits on, I think, the 27th floor in this enormous building. You can see the Queen having breakfast in the morning from there. I have over the years done many presentations on behalf of the Lord Mayor, and we have had all sorts of responses, rather large, small and indifferent. I assure you, everyone goes up on that wall and is respecting the Lord. Thank you very much.
Before we start getting down to what tonight's all about, having a drink, Mr. Mayor, Brigadier, ladies and gentlemen, there's a few people that I want to thank for tonight. Firstly, there's the staff of the hotel. So if we could have the staff of the hotel come out. We hope that the hotel will display one of our plaques in one of the prime places. Dean, thank you very much. I've got another plaque I wish to present, and that is, I know that the plaque in Porters has not been updated for a good many years. Mr. Mayor, would you please put this plaque in Porters somewhere, but when they arrive in Porters, they see that 3-6 Regiment was a part of this town and will always be a part of this town.
That will go up in Porters, as will the coat of arms of Westminster as well. We've been at Porters today, I understand, Paul, and you know that the walls are inflated with many plaques.
Absolutely.
This one will certainly have pride of place.
Thank you very much. Madam Mayor, I have a small bouquet of flowers which I would like you to take. Thank you very much. The next, I have a few personal thank yous that I've got to give because I'm just a small cog in this big wheel that organises this. The first person I want to thank is Keith. Keith sits for hours and hours and hours and hours on the internet, keeping the website up to date. To date, as from last night, he has had 20,100 hits. For those people who don't know what a hit is, there's been 20,100 people that have spent the time visiting Keith's website. To be serious, Keith advertises on his website and does a wonderful job keeping it up. I know you can't navigate around it, but never mind. Next is Monty. I got Monty on board a few years ago. Monty takes care of all the membership. He goes and finds people. God knows where he finds these people. But he goes and finds them, persuades them to come to the reunion, and then he persuades them to pay money. And I've seen these guys walking around with plasters on their arms, and God knows. There's one person that's always an unsung hero for 3-6. Every year he produces a masterpiece. Every year this masterpiece gets given away. This person has never, ever, ever asked for a penny for the thing that he does. Frank Woodall makes the missile. Over the last few weeks, there's a certain lady who sits very close to me, and I have to be very careful what I say here because she's German. She's lost her living room to silver and to missiles that have been taken apart for cleaning. She's lost her dining room because there's badges, there's invites, there's boards up everywhere. The house is an absolute mess, and she never complains to me. I'd like to remind you there's a meeting in here tomorrow morning at 10:30. Come up here, I need your ideas. We need to keep this reunion going. Having 110 members has left me absolutely gobsmacked. Last year we had 76. There's 110 people booked in here. I know we've only got 106. 4 people have had to cry off. I really didn't know that the reunion was going to take such momentum, and I am absolutely gobsmacked. Thank you all for coming along. You guys keep this thing going. Without you, we wouldn't have a reunion, so thank you very much. I'm going to apologise to the Belfast table, because your table's got to be removed, because the dance... Oh dear! The Belfast table is going and the Man of Fear table is going to be replaced. The reason for that is because I've only been going on numbers of 70, 80, I never imagined that we would have 110 people here. We are at absolute maximum for this place. We can't fit anybody else in here. And unfortunately, because some people might want to prance around the dance floor, it's got to go. When
With or without clothes,
I don't care. When I shut up in a couple of seconds, I'm going to ask you all to leave, because they're going to clear the tables, take the rabble out. Once they've finished, I'm going to ask you all to come back in, because on your tickets you've all got a number, and I'm going to draw the tickets. You'll notice on the table that there is a 3-6 Sirena cake. I will cut that in a few minutes. When you want a bit of cake, help yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you all to leave? Thanks all for coming.
Paul Parker.
Please, for all you joking about you guys, yesterday was assay day. Also, I have a nice little Royal Artillery pen that somebody's lost. Can they come and see me and I'll return it later?
How much?
I'm not telling you how much it costs. So, if you like, this year we have a missile, a picture of the regimental pennant, a plaque, a cape with a sirena on it, and Guns and Gunners written by Major Tony Hill. Thank you, sir. And the first number is 54. No, it's only not only. That's super. So, well done, here you are. The next number is 93. 93. 93. 93.
Oh, there we are.
Okay, the next number is a missile regiment, 50. 50.
Oh, dear. Yes, well done. Linden. Yes. Top of brown.
Okay, the next ticket is number 53. 53.
Eat your heart out, you see. Aye, you're a fortnight behind this game, ain't you?
There we are. Oh. What's got the cape? No.
Okay, the last prize is the 3-6 Sirena sponge cake, and the number is number 38. 38. Number 38. Any takers at number 38? Mr. Mayfield, you're another team. It's mine, I'm not sure. Number 89. 89. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, just as a quick thing. We have two lovely ladies that came out selling you raffle tickets. Thank you for bringing all the raffle prizes. We'll draw it a little bit later. Thank you. Enjoy yourself.